growing up as a child, my father he worked as a carpenter. He started off working for another company when he was 17, and shortly after that, I think when he was 23, he went and started his own business, um, his own flooring business. So growing up, here in Georgia, my dad, again being a carpenter, I remember one time he often, and I would accompany him on a lot of his work and jobs. So I remember one day he asked me to come with him and do some work, and of course I went. Excuse me. And man, we was working hard that day. I was I might have been 8 or 9, but we was working hard that day. I don't even remember what exactly we was doing. Uh, but we was working from that morning until around that afternoon, late afternoon. And I just remember working so hard, using all of my little 8-year-old, 9-year-old muscles, and I was just so hungry. I was so ready to eat when we was leaving, and luckily, uh, we had gotten, cleaned up and everything. And he said that we were gonna go to CC's Pizza, and I was just so excited. I can feel how my stomach felt hearing him say that now. My stomach was just so excited to hear that news. I don't know if CC's is just a Southern thing. Somebody please let me know in the comments. But I mean, if you know about CC's, then you know. It's a pizza buffet, and they got a lot of different types of pizza. They got pizza. I mean, it's just pizza, and pasta buffet. All different types of pizza. So me and my dad, we go to CC's, and again I can smell it right now. I can smell that day when we went in there, and we paid the fee and stuff like that, and we went and sat down. So it's normal. I started off, you know, I went and got my plate, and I put about 4 pieces of pizza on my plate for that first round. And just for a little part of the story, pizza are cut up into 1/8. Most pizzas are gonna be cut up into 8 pieces. But so I went and got 4 pieces. I think it was I was eating pepperoni back then. And I got 4 pieces of pizza, man, and I ate all of them things up, and it was good. I can taste it now. The crust was real, it was fresh and crunchy. I was having a blast. So I eat my 4 pieces, and because it's a buffet, my dad, he's doing whatever he's doing. Excuse me. But because it's a buffet, you can go back. You can get as much pizza as you can actually, as much as you can eat. We weren't supposed to see that till later, so we'll pretend like we didn't. But I go back, I eat these 4 pieces, and I go back and get some more. I get about 4 more pieces. It's right here. I mean, probably, to be honest, I mean, probably some more pepperoni. But, let me try this right here. I put all these on my plate. My little 8-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? 8, 9. And I get some more, 4 more slices, and I go back and sit down, and me and my dad talking. I'm eating, enjoying myself, just enjoying the meal. So I finished these 4 pieces right here, and I want to say I went back and got 4 more slices of pizza. I'm gonna draw that. I'm gonna draw that right here. And we already know they cut in the eighth, so I ain't gonna bother doing that. So I went back and got 4 more slices. So my dad, he was like, "Dang, son, you probably done, how much pizza you done had? You done ate a whole 2 boxes, whole box by yourself." And he was like, "That's good. You know, good appetite means you're healthy." I just remember that for whatever reason. But I tell that story to kind of illustrate the topic for improper fractions and mixed numbers. If we think about that question that my dad had asked me, how much? He said he asked me if I had, how many pieces I had. So if we count, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So altogether, I had 12 pieces of pizza. And each pizza was, as we can see, is cut up in the, this is eighths. It's 1/8. So if we keep doing, just to kind of explain the concept of improper fractions and also mixed numbers. So how many pieces of pizza did I have? Well, each pizza is gonna be 1/8, because it's, 1/8 of the whole pizza. So I do 1/8, and then I had another piece, and then I had another piece. That was 1/8. Had another slice, and then I had another slice, and ultimately altogether I had 12. So this is 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, and it's eighths because each one is an eighth. It's an eighth each one. This 1/8, this another eighth, so that's 2/8. This right here gonna make 3/8. So altogether I had 12/8 of pizza. I had 12/8 after we go through all the pieces that I had. I had 12/8. Now, this is what is called an improper fraction because the number on top is larger than the number on bottom. But kind of thinking about that example of me eating all them pizzas, hopefully you can kind of understand how something like that can happen. How can we have 12/8? Well, again, it's about what each piece is cut up into and how many that you had. Also, really quickly, this 12/8 is an improper fraction. So a lot of times, improper fractions and mixed numbers can be interchanged. You can change one into the other. But so we'll probably make a video on how to do that at a later time. But when my dad asked, he was like, "Dang, son, how many? You must have ate a whole pizza. You must have ate a whole pizza by yourself." And I think that's a good question to kind of see if it's true or not. And so now we get into what we were supposed to look at earlier. This, this piece of pizza right here. Like I said, like everybody know for the most part that a pizza is cut up into 8 slices, right? And it's 8 pieces in one pizza. Let me change colors. So we're gonna draw a little color for each piece that I had. So I had the first slice right here, and I had another slice, and I had another slice, and I had another slice. That was that first round. That was these right here. Boom, I knocked them out. Then I went back, and then I had another eighth, and I had another eighth, and I had another eighth, and I had another eighth. So that'll be these right here. You know what I'm saying? That was when I went back for my second one. And then after that, you're gonna have to draw these separately. But I went back and got 4 more slices. We'll draw these in too. Now again, all of these triangles, all of these slices that I had makes 12. But when my dad asked, you must have had a whole pizza by yourself. That would be true because I had. Let's just look at it for a second. To have a whole pizza, you gotta eat at least 8 pieces. And I did. I had, the first 8 pieces that I had, and then I went back and got, another half a pizza, another 4 slices. Now, of course, I didn't all at one time. It happened in groups of 4. But so I had how many pizzas did I have? Is the question. So I had 8. Because again, 8 over 8 is going to be 1. I had 8 pieces. I had 8/8, which is 1. And then I had 4/8 that I went and got after that. Because again, them 4 slices, each 4 is 1/8. So I had 1.5 after we reduced that 4/8. I had 1.5 pieces that evening with my father.